Hi, welcome. Thanks for joining me. On this episode of Build Your Own, we're going to build, price, and option a 2019 Kia Rio S, as well as learn about the other 2019 Kia Rio configurations. Before we do, however, I just want to remind you that if you find this build and price review helpful, informative, or entertaining, please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. As the price of new vehicles continues to climb, the subcompact market remains a bastion of affordability. It's also at times a bastion of mediocrity, but you only need to look at the 2019 Kia Rio S to find a reasonably priced car that's also enjoyable to drive. Redesigned just last year, the 2019 Kia Rio differentiates itself from its competition with mature styling and a sophisticated and compliant ride. Even with the standard automatic transmission and relatively small 1.6-liter engine, the 2019 Kia Rio doesn't come across as underpowered or buzzy at highway speeds. Inside, the Rio continues to impress. It's free of gimmicky styling and clutter, and it has easy-to-use controls and a solid feel to the cabin. The 2019 Kia Rio does lack a bit when it comes to space. There's not a whole lot of rear seat space and trunk space for the sedan version, and it's smaller than average actually. But if either of those shortcomings isn't terribly important to you, the 2019 Kia Rio S will impress you with its excellent warranty, generous feature content, and fairly low price even when it's fully equipped, as the S does come. The 2019 Kia Rio is a subcompact car available either as a sedan or a hatchback. Kia calls it the 5-door. The sedan has a choice of two trim levels, LX and S, while the hatchback is only sold in S trim. The once top-of-the-line EX has been discontinued for 2019. The 2019 Kia Rio LX comes standard with a 1.6-liter four-cylinder engine that's good for 130 horsepower and 119 pound-feet of torque, and a 6-speed automatic transmission that sends power to the front wheels. Also standard are 15-inch steel wheels with wheel covers, power and heated exterior mirrors, air conditioning, full power accessories, a height-adjustable driver's seat, a rear-view camera, a 5-inch touchscreen display, Bluetooth, a USB port, and a 4-speaker sound system with satellite radio. The 2019 Kia Rio S, which we are doing a build and price review on in this video, which also comes in more colors than the base model LX. Let's take a look at the quick interior real fast. They don't show much for an interior, only comes in black, looks like. Well, here's the deal. The S adds remote keyless entry with a trunk opener, a 7-inch touchscreen display, a 6-speaker stereo, Apple CarPlay and Android Auto connectivity, an additional USB port, cruise control, a center console with sliding armrest, and a 60/40 split folding rear seats with adjustable headrests. The technology package is available once the S trim has been selected and offers LED headlights, for collision warning and emergency braking, Kia's UVO e-services communications, and an upgraded driver information display. With the EX trim now gone, I recommend the now top-of-the-line S. For a small price increase over the base LX, you get desirable features such as a 7-inch touchscreen, Apple CarPlay and Android Auto compatibility, keyless entry and cruise control. The S also makes available the optional technology package, which I just talked about, which comes with those LED headlights, for collision warning and assist, and that Kia's UVO telemetrics system. Okay, let's get into this build and price review of the 2019 Kia Rio S. I'm really excited to do this car. I found that I'm really into this little whole subcompact market. I just actually did a build and price review of the 2019 Chevrolet Sonic LT. That's a nicely equipped Sonic with the RS Performance Package. It's pretty sweet. You can see I've got a link up. Why don't you take a look at that video after you get done looking at this video, and you can compare those two cars. Okay, so let's take a look at some pictures. Okay, so here we are in the gallery for the 2019 Kia Rio. We can take a look at some of these exterior photos. They look pretty good. I mean, when you're talking about cars at this price point, you know, your exterior styling isn't going to be cutting edge. It's nice, but it's nothing that anybody's going to write home about. But the Kia Rio is a very nice subcompact sedan. They say it's got a sophisticated style. It does look pretty mature and grown up. But I also, like I said, thought the Chevy Sonic was also pretty attractive. Here they're showing the S. We can see it right there on the back of the trunk. Looks like there's a little rear view camera back there too as well. We're not going to read a lot about this little information that they're telling us underneath, because we're actually going to check out the features after we go through the gallery. And so it's just going to sound redundant if we read that. Now, if you want to stop and read that stuff while I'm running my mouth, feel free. All right, here's one going through the water, and they're talking about their anti-lock braking system and their vehicle stability and all that. Look at all that trunk space. Says it's 13.7 cubic feet of cargo space back there. Yep, looks good. Looks good. Here they're talking about some safety equipment available for collision warning. All right, they're talking about the European aesthetics, sculpted interior. I don't know how that. I don't know how this description fits this whole crash test picture. But let's move on to some interior photos. Actually, looks like there's 8 interior photos. And I always find, usually on most vehicles, that the interior photos are a lot more interesting to look at than the exterior photos, because, well, we're going to spend a lot of time in the interior, and that's what most people want to see. So we can see a nice shot of the spacious cockpit in the 2019 Kia Rio, and it looks pretty good, like I said, especially for that price point. Here, they're showing that available rear camera display. And here's your climate controls, and it's even, yeah, no dual zone, but you got your climate controls, AC. It's not anything complicated, but it's all there. All the pieces are there. And when you get the S, like we're building and pricing, you got Apple CarPlay and Android Auto and all that. So you got all your music and your tech. Here they're talking about that 6-speed automatic transmission with a Sportmatic. Here's your USB and your aux, and you got a 12-volt probably behind there, I suppose. What else we have? They're just showing those seats. It says tricot and woven cloth seats. Here's that infotainment system right now. They're showing the actual Android Auto, showing that up. And then here's what Apple CarPlay would look like. And yeah, now we're back to the beginning. All right, let's move on. Let's go take a look at the features so we can go through all the features, and then we can actually get into our build and price review of our 2019 Kia Rio S, which is why you're here. Okay, so you remember in the beginning of that intro, well, it just happened just a few minutes ago, I was kind of showing you these blocks. We've got exterior features that they want to talk about, which they want to talk about the design and the LED lighting. Then they have interior features that they want to talk about. They have, what else? They have technology features that they want to talk about, including their Kia DriveWise and the smartphone integration technology. And then they have that UVO, right? We know the UVO is the whole infotainment system for the Kia Rio. Right, so it's going to talk about, maybe that's not, maybe it's a little bit more. They're talking about the roadside assistance, maintenance, and a parking minder. So maybe it's something a little bit more than that. Maybe it's a suite of services or something. But we'll find out about that. Then, of course, there's performance and then safety. So I want to go through all these tiles. There's 2, 4, 6. There's 6 tiles to go through. They're not very long. So we're going to start with exterior. We're going to go through that, and we'll go through all the other ones in order. And then after we get through these, then we'll go over to our build-in price, okay? Okay, let's talk about the exterior. They're telling us this car is breaking all the rules. To reinvent practical without compromising on style, the result is the convention-breaking 2019 Kia Rio. It's sleeker and longer with a wider stance and geometric surfaces. Okay, the 2019 Rio is more than your everyday car. It's sophisticated styling and subcompact form. All right, well, I guess at first glance, I didn't think about any of those things, but now we know it's sleeker, longer, and it's wider, and it has geometric surfaces. And it also has a dashing aerodynamic profile, a sculpted silhouette, and it's got modern details and just the right proportions. Here they're going to, I guess we can toggle through these, excuse me, 3 front, side, and rear, so we can see the different side angles of the 2019 Kia Rio, the S, and, well, I guess the LX too. Here's the side shot, bold strokes and strong lines, right? And here's a nice rear shot. They're actually showing the S, right? Eye-catching in its tail lights, unique bumpers, wide, stable stance. Doesn't look too bad, actually. It doesn't look too bad. It actually looks like the Toyota Corolla a little bit from the back. And I actually did a build and price review of the 2019 Toyota Corolla SE. It's a little, the price points on those cars are a little bit higher than these cars, but I'm going to go ahead and put a link up to that anyway. Okay, moving on, let's talk about those available LED headlights, which we will certainly get on our S model. And this is going to help light up the road. Available eye-catching LED positioning lights will demand the road's attention. They don't really say a whole bunch, but they are very nice-looking lights, and they will certainly improve the driving. All right, let's talk about the interior. Not actually a bad place. It looks pretty good. Like I said, especially for the price point, you have to keep that in mind. It says, take a seat in the Rio stylish, comfortable cabin, packed with plush seating, available 7-inch color touchscreen display, which we know the S model gets, and a 6-way adjustable driver's seat for personalized comfort. They say they've even lengthened the available sliding center armrest to give you more support when you drive. So people must have complained that this armrest didn't slide fore and aft enough. That's probably why they had to lengthen it. Well, that's all they had to say about the interior of our 2019 Kia Rio. Let's talk about this technology here, because that's what we're talking about in that. Some advanced tech is made to be seen, like available Apple CarPlay and Android Auto for easy smartphone connectivity. Others are made to take action, like standard rear camera display. Oh, standard. That camera is standard. Good deal. Or available Kia DriveWise innovations that work automatically to help you stay alert. Find them both on the high-tech 2019 Kia Rio. Okay, DriveWise, which you were just talking about, that's a suite of driver assist technologies designed to take action when you need it. So that is what? For collision warning, which offers audible and visual alerts if it detects a potential hazard in your path, and the available for collision avoidance assist, which can automatically apply the brakes if the system anticipates a frontal collision. Well, this is a little redundant, but it does fit under technology. Here they're showing us that Apple CarPlay again and the Android Auto, and they're talking about the built-in 7-inch color touchscreen display and hands-free calling, text messaging, and music management. That's if you have the Apple CarPlay and or Android Auto. They both would do both. Here's that UVO. Here's that UVO button. Right? Remember when I thought it was just the whole infotainment system? Apparently, it's just something else entirely. All right, let's move on. I think there might be one more thing to look at for technology, maybe. Not really. They just had a little more information down here about the Android Auto and the Apple CarPlay. But, it's all pretty self-explanatory. Well, you already know. You can make calls. You can do text messages, make and receive. You can dictate your messages, voice-guided navigation, all that kind of stuff. You can do that with either the Apple CarPlay or the Android Auto, either or. Okay, now we can find out what that UVO button is, right? UVO. Would you like to run? Oh, diagnostics and stuff? Okay, go hands-free with UVO. Enjoy a more integrated driving experience with UVO. UVO's advanced technology provides everyday convenience by keeping track of your parking spot, calling roadside assistance, scheduling vehicle maintenance, and a whole bunch more. Okay, so tell us about the roadside assistance. Roadside assistance means no more looking up phone numbers or trying to figure out your location in an emergency. With just a push of a button, you'll be quickly connected to help that's available 24/7. And we can see some things here. I need assistance for empty fuel, flat tire, check engine, vehicle stop, or other. And you can even put in notes so you can be more specific with what you need in the case of an emergency. Okay, and then service, getting service. So the UVO also helps you with service. Maintaining your Kia's performance has never been easier thanks to UVO's e-services maintenance features. Schedule service with a dealer online, on the app, or in your car if diagnostics detects an issue. Plus, you can set service intervals, see recommended service, and digitally keep track of your service history. That's super cool. I like all of that. All of that. And then lastly, what they're going to tell us about the UVO service is it'll help you find your car. Wherever you park, UVO e-services can record your vehicle's location and, if necessary, help you find it by using your compatible smartphone. You can also share your vehicle's location with others, right? That's pretty cool. And it's also got a meter minder so you can avoid paying parking fees and running out of that parking timer deal. That's pretty cool. All right, let's talk about performance for our little 2019 Kia Rio S. All right, it's engineered for fun. It's only got one engine, so I guess it's for the S and the LX. With a drive performance this big, the 2019 Kia Rio goes beyond what's expected. From the responsive handling to the powerfully efficient engine, the Rio proves great things do come in small packages. Let's find out. All right, well, they're not really saying anything. Enhanced engine, re-engineered 6-speed transmission, which we already knew about. We know it's all-wheel drive. It's got, well, what we didn't know is it's got an updated braking system and motor-driven power steering. Okay, which increases control and responsiveness. So we did learn a couple of things. Updated braking system, motor-driven power steering. Okay, on the move. Manufactured with high-quality insulating materials and 30% more advanced high-strength steel, the 2019 Kia Rio delivers. All right, the quietest ride yet. So it's got some good, they're trying to tell you the build quality is good. Okay, last but not least, let's talk about safety for our 2019 Kia Rio S and LX configurations. It says every vehicle in Kia's lineup is engineered with your safety in mind, and the 2019 Rio, with its suite of passive and active safety systems, is no different. Reinforced with 30% more advanced high-strength steel for increased rigidity, the next generation Rio is built to be strong and help protect you and your passengers when it matters most. Right, let's find out some more. What's all this here? Smart control. Active and adaptive, just like you. The 2019 Rio is equipped with active safety systems designed to sense and react to your driving conditions, like the anti-lock brake system, which helps you maintain control when braking, and electronic stability control, which helps you stay on course with improved stability. And then there's hill start assist control, which helps keep your Rio in place as you move off an incline. All right. Okay. Advanced airbags. Heightened protection comes standard with Rio's advanced airbag system. It features dual front, side side curtain airbags. They don't tell you how many. I could have sworn that the Chevy Sonic said that it had 10 airbags. I remember cracking a joke because yesterday I did a build and price of a $150,000 Mercedes that made a big deal about having 10 airbags in it, which was funny. So yeah, it's got advanced airbags. Okay, let's actually do the build and price. We've gotten through everything. Let's do the build and price. We can see that it's got the LX selected. Obviously, we know we are building and pricing the S model. Starting MSRP is $16,190 for the S model Kia Rio. And the starting MSRP, the starting price for the LX Kia Rio is $15,390, just as an aside. All right, let's get moving. We have this. We've got it selected. Now let's go on to colors and packages. Okay, let's check out some colors. What do we want to do for colors? Well, our interior color is only, wow, that's a horrible photo. Jeez. The interior color is only one. You only get one interior color. That's black. What do we want for the exterior? There is the clear white for an exterior color. There's the silky silver with a black tri-coat. There's the phantom gray. There is a deep sea blue. There is a currant red. And then there's an aurora black. You know what? Let's just do a black on black. You know, because I see a lot of these in white. Let's just do a black on black. Oh, this one gives you, depending on, well, it seems like the phantom gray interior and the phantom gray exterior color and the black exterior color give you two choices of interior cloth. So I'm going to go with the black, the Aurora Black, which is a $195 paint option. And then we're going to also couple that with the black tri-coat and woven cloth. Packages, we already talked about it. It's $800. We want to do the S technology package. That gives us the LED headlights. That gives us the UVO services. That gives us everything for $800. I mean, it's cheap in the big picture of life. Okay, let's look at a few options here. Auto dimming rearview mirror with a home link and compass. Home link lets you like open your garage door and all that. I want that. The cargo mat, I want those mud guards. I like that. I like the cargo tray. I like the rubberized ones because that way if you spill fluids, it's covered. Here's that rear bumper applique. I used to talk about this stuff all the time. I haven't talked about it in forever. But when people open the trunk and they pull out packages and whatnot, they usually scuff the bumper right there. So a lot of these manufacturers start putting these little appliques and different things there so the bumpers don't get jacked up. I don't need one, but you might. So you might want to keep that in mind. Let's move on to the summary. All right, here we go. So life for our 2019 Kia Rio S started at $16,190. We added $195 for that paint and $800 for that S technology package. So for just under $1,000, we've got ourselves a fully loaded 2019 Kia Rio. All right. So let me see if I can. Let me see if I can print this build summary off. Hang on. Yes, I was able to print it off. Some manufacturers are changing now. You're not always able to download the PDF build summary. The reason why I download that is I was going to say, if you like the way I've built and priced and spec'd this 2019 Kia Rio S, then you can download that build summary I just downloaded in the description below. Other than that, we're all done. I'm going to go ahead and wrap this video up, get on with my day. I appreciate you watching. If you're still here, thank you for watching all my video. Please like, share, and subscribe. Also, please check out that Chevy Sonic LT video or the Toyota Corolla video, also a good video. Other than that, I'm going to let you go. You have a wonderful day, and I'll see you on the next video.